If you're praying to God, are you sure you're praying to who you want to be praying to? I'm going to show you a few things that you might not like, but you deserve to know. First, I want to show you that Lucifer, well, he was widely considered to have been a Seraphim angel before his fall. And while the Seraphim, they're very strongly linked to the concept of serpents or reptiles. They were called the fiery ones, and depictions even show them as serpent or reptile-like. And sometimes in language, especially the English language, it's not about how it's spelled, but how it sounds. And you know what God sounds like? God, right? You can't distinguish between God and God. And you want to see what God means? Well, a buddy of mine, Courtney, and a Numenorian friend from Middle Earth told me that in Polish, God means reptile. You know, kind of like how Lucifer was a seraphim, and the seraphim are strongly linked to serpents or reptiles. Oh, and you know what else is funny about the word God? Book of Enoch, which most people who are even remotely awake believe was intentionally removed from the Bible to hide things from us. Well, in the Book of Enoch, Gadriel is Lucifer. That's right, in the Book of Enoch, Gadriel was a high-ranking fallen angel or watcher who was responsible for deceiving Eve in the Garden of Eden. Now, have you ever heard of the Freemasons, who I say are responsible for basically running the show behind the scenes? Well, they have a G in their logo for God, and they love this little pyramid design here. You know, kind of like this, and here, and here. You think she's telling you the truth or that he's dead? Come on, people. Yeah, the Freemasons, Masons, they have nothing to do with masonry. No, because Ma, as in Mason, Mason, well, it actually is transliterated to mean light bearer. You know who the light bearer is, right? Lucifer is the light bearer. You know, Lucifer, the serpent or reptile that deceived Eve in the Garden of Eden, whose name is also used as Gadriel, who also deceived Eve in the Garden of Eden. Lucifer, who was a seraphim angel, and seraphim, who means serpent or reptile. You know, like the word God, how it means reptile. So like I said, you sure you're sending your prayers to the right place when you're praying to God? I stopped sending my prayers to God 2 years ago, and I send them to the Heavenly Father or the Most High. Just a suggestion. But of course, all this is for entertainment purposes. I'm sure that is just a comfy hand position, just like that one. And if you don't know, it literally means El Diablo, or the devil. And yes, even this one with the thumb out, my friends, because that was created by none other than big-time occultist Helen Keller to insert into mainstream society and get everyone thinking they're saying I love you when they really are saying I love you, devil. Entertainment only, my friends.